Hi, my name is Christy, and I am a early childhood educator, and my passion is cooking with children, and I believe that it's extremely important to cook with children at such a young age because they learn so many knowledgeable skills. Um, for instance, basic math skills. Children learn to measure, to pour, to stir. They learn fractions, they learn volume, they learn weight. Um, these children are young, 1 to a year and a half. Once I started working with them, they were kind of a little kamikaze pouring and stirring, but now I can leave them to pour and stir alone instead of assisting them, I think, which is fantastic in only a short couple months. Um, it builds cognitive development. It teaches them to follow directions and expectations. This child is 2.5. As you notice, I can just give him, and I could say 1 scoop, which is a half a cup. Uh, these children, which is great, make special requests. We're often making chocolate chip cookies in this classroom, which are healthy versions, of course, but to let them choose what they want to make, I think is extremely important. It helps build social and emotional development and, in turn taking. These two children are really working together on a new tool, which is a pastry cutter, to make sweet potato biscuits. And they're usually fighting over things, but in this picture is really nice and calm. And they're taking turns, which I think is fantastic. One's holding the bowl, the other one's using the pastry cutter, and then they would switch back and forth. Cooking does inspire children's curiosity. It allows them to think about what they want to cook, how they want to make it, the activities they want to do surrounding it, and then it brings it into the dramatic play area where they can cook their own foods and play, pretend restaurant, which I think is phenomenal. Pre-literacy skills. This is something that happens a little bit later, but you allow them to learn recipes. So this is actually really a fun recipe to make with the children because they can see the pictures and the steps, and they're learning new vocabulary words. And most important, cooking promotes nutrition. No matter what you do, children will learn healthy eating habits throughout their career as young chefs, I believe. They're most likely to taste foods that they're not used to. They're presented with foods that are unaware to them. I work in a community that's very middle class, so there's not a whole lot of diversity, but there's still a lot of picky children out there. And if you let them cook their own foods and create their own meals, then they're more apt to eat it. I think cooking is one of the most valuable lessons you can teach a child. It's not only going to help them in the future, but it trickles over at home and allows them to cook with their families and allows them to follow directions. Sometimes parents really don't know the expectations of how the children are going to be until you show them. Um, every Tuesday morning, I work with a group of 1-year-olds, 1.5-year-olds, and they come in and they automatically know that it's cooking day. So they come right to the sink, wash their hands, and right to the table. And they allow them to touch everything. And their families are like, "Ooh, you're very brave." But this is what cooking is for children. It's using all your senses. It's making messes. It's having fun. And I think that's my passion, is to teach the lessons that are having fun in cooking. And that's the conclusion of my presentation.